Palantir are starting to get more and more recognition as time goes on. Of course, they are still quite a small company at this point, but some of the big players, some of the big companies are starting to pay attention to them. We already know that they have some of the most respected, largest companies as customers, but also they're getting recognition from outside of their customers as well. And we heard recently that Bank of America are singing their praises. Let's take a look. I'm looking at this on Seeking Alpha, which by the way is a great platform. And if you want a 7-day free trial and money off, then I do have a link in the description below. But anyway, this is Palantir making Bank of America's 26 global best of breed stock list for Q3 2024. That was quite a mouthful, but let's actually take a read and see what's going on here. So, Bank of America security analysts listed the best of breed global stocks for the third quarter of the year. The best of breed is a stock that represents the best investment choice for a sector or industry because of its high quality compared to its peers. So let's just rewind. So it's a stock that represents the best investment choice for a particular sector or industry because of its high quality compared to peers, meaning that it's better than the competition in the sector. In addition, these stocks are highly liquid companies with solid earning growth, and future potential for margin expansion, all of which I would agree Palantir fit nicely in with. According to a global investment strategy report, Bank of America's global best of breed screen outperformed. Okay, so it's saying now that the list that the Bank of America are providing for their global best of breed is actually outperforming the all country world index, which is very, very interesting. So they do seem to be picking quite well. The group has also returned 470% since its inception on the 5th of April 2010, again outperforming this index. It'd be interesting to see how that compares to other indices. Of course, this is just one that they're given, but let's just carry on. These stocks have strong management, strong balance sheets, EPS growth, cash flow, and are the highest quality companies. I'm guessing there needs to be a comma there, but let's just think about this. Definitely agree with all of those for Palantir. They generate the best relative returns long term and protect against volatility short term. So let's see which 26 stocks are actually listed. Well, straight away we know that Palantir are in here, which is amazing. I think they are very, they deserve to be in this list. But also I want to point out some other really big names that Palantir has been put alongside with. Nvidia, AMD, Shopify. There are some other companies here that you may not agree should be on this list. Maybe Monster you don't agree with. Maybe Snapchat you don't agree with. Do let me know what you think about this list. But also these are some companies that I've personally not heard of, like this one, for example, or, some other companies, this one, because these are global companies. So that's another thing. Not only has Palantir been put in a list with some massive, massive names like Nvidia to be the best of breed stocks in Q3 2024, but also this is for a global purpose. So this is saying to Bank of America's customers or readers that these are the best investments across the globe. And 26 stocks out of all stocks out there to get onto this list is quite substantial, I feel like. Of course, this is just one list by, a couple of analysts at one company. It's not going to increase Palantir's value by tenfold or anything like that. What Palantir is doing will do that, but it is great to see more and more recognition. Talking about recognition, I've also seen more and more analysts start covering Palantir. More and more analysts starting to speak publicly about their position and about their optimism in this company. So let's just take a look at what Stephen had to say here.
So yes, there is a rotation going on right now. I do think longer term.
That's actually just sparked a quick question I have for you guys. What rotation do you think we are seeing in the market at the moment? What's going to unfold? Do we think that utility companies are going to start doing particularly well and money is going to move into those companies? Or do you think that AI companies, tech companies will continue to do well in the mid and short term? I'm guessing he's going to go on to say that, but let's just have a look.
Like Kenny said, you do want to stick with the AI trade. Palantir is my favorite name in the universe right now.
Palantir is my favorite name in the universe right now. Out of all the AI, all the tech companies, that's a pretty big statement to make. But I think a lot of people are starting to really see that Palantir is actually providing value. Like I keep saying, I feel like a broken record at this point, but they're taking LLMs, they're taking their ontology, they're pairing it together, they're adding they're sprinkling some AI in there, and they're actually providing value. They are not just a nice to have.
So I am long AI going forward. That doesn't stop me from trading around my core positions. But I also...
What are the buys that you are dying to make? You just need to see them come down to a certain level, Sarge.
Outside of Palantir, gold, silver, uranium, electricity through the utilities.
Interesting. So gold, he's talking about commodities and also utilities, but he is still very much focusing on Palantir as well.
Like I said, the commodities-based trade is going to be the trade for the second half of the year.
Well, let me just drill down on Palantir, which, of course, has done a lot of government work, but now expanding exponentially into the consumer world. They've got all kinds of big data deals with the Cleveland Clinic and a bunch of different health clinics. And
this is the thing with Palantir. They are still relatively quite a small company if you take their market cap and you compare them to other AI companies, other tech companies. But the customers that they are attracting, the contracts that they are retaining, that they are expanding, that they are getting are really big deals. These are like the Cleveland Clinic, massive, massive organizations, the NHS here in the UK, many other companies, like big companies. And that goes to show that these massive companies who could just pick from any, they've got enough money to pick from Palantir or any other competitor. Well, actually, they're picking Palantir, and we need to listen to that.
Clinics and businesses, right? I mean, but it's still pretty rich, 74 PE.
It's rich, which means something's off. Maybe they're pricing in future margin. That's what I'm hoping. The underneath, the operating cash flow, free cash flow, and the balance sheet are as strong as any firm I have ever seen for a company that size.
I agree. Incredibly strong fundamentals, and they only seem to be improving. But do let me know what you think about whether or not right now, at the current price, Palantir is maybe a little bit too expensive. I've said it before, but personally, I'm taking a dollar cost averaging approach to this. I'm going to continue to buy shares here and there as time goes on. I'm not holding back right now at current prices, but I will look to add more if it dips. Let me know your strategy in the comments below.